So once you've dragged your clip into the sequence, all you have to do is to click and drag the frame right above your clip, and then select the frame, and then you set the blend mode to multiply, and there you have it. Your frame is over your clip. And then to get that retro effect, I've made presets that work together with the frames. Here in your presets tabs, you can simply right click the presets folder under effects and go to import presets, and you can find it in the folder of the package. There are two of them. One is named retro 1 and the other one is named grain black and white. So you can just select the presets and click open, and they'll be imported into your presets folder. I already have the presets installed in my folder, so how I apply it to my clip is I make sure my clip is selected, and then I go to the presets tab and double click on my presets, and then it applies it to my clip. It gives it that retro effect. So like this already, you already have that retro effect going with the frame on top of it. But if you want to make it look more retro and more grungy, I'll put a link below this video to this old film overlay grain. You can simply drag that right under the frame and scale it up to your clip size, and then set blend mode to color dodge. So what you do next is you're going to reduce the opacity of the film grain overlay to 30, and that gives you a more subtle, realistic overlay effect. So one more thing, I'm going to be adding the flicker effect to this footage to give it that Super 8 camera feel, and I'll also add the link to where you can get this footage in the description of this video. So I'm just going to click and drag the footage of the flicker right below the frame, and then scale it up to my sequence size. I'll set the opacity also to 30, then set the blend mode to color dodge, and there you have it. Also, if you wish to add some noise and grain, you can click on your footage and then go into the effects tab and search for noise under noise and grain and drag it onto your footage. You can add noise to, let's say, 11, and yeah, that looks really good. That looks proper old school. So basically, for most of the frames, this is how you're going to apply them to your footage, and you can also use the presets that I've given you, or you can make your own presets with the Lumetri color presets. For the black and white presets, I'm going to use a different clip to demonstrate. So all you have to do is the same thing. You just click the frame and drag it over the clip and select blend mode to multiply, and then with your clip selected, go to the presets folder and click and drag grain black and white onto your clip, and there you have it. Simple. You have the grain black and white effect, which I think goes very well with this frame. For frame 2, you can click and drag frame 2 onto your clip, set the blend mode to multiply, boom, there you have it. I found this preset that I thought really looked good on frame 2, the Fuji Kodak 2395. I think that looks quite retro, and there you have it. So the one thing that you do different with this filter is you're going to duplicate your clip. You can hold Alt or Options on your keyboard, click and drag your clip to the next layer, and then select your clip, go to the positions and take it up right to this line here, so it seems as if it's duplicated and it has that effect. There you have it, looking like that. For the frame 2 with the green screen, how you work with this frame is you're going to go to the effects search bar and search for Ultra Key. And then you click and drag Ultra Key to this frame, and then you use the pick color selection tool and select the green, and there. And the difference here is you can see that in this area the colors are more sharp. For the chroma key version of frame 3 as well, what you do is you drag it onto your clip. You do the same thing, select Ultra Key, drag it onto your frame 3, you pick the color, and then there you have it. In this case, you get to keep this handle of the Super 8 camera in your footage to give it that realistic effect. You can also use the version of frame 3 where you just have to multiply it, and it's not as pronounced as the Ultra Key version. You just click on the frame and select multiply, and there you have it. This detail is blended into the environment and it's not as pronounced as when you use the Ultra Key. For frame 4, you basically do the same thing. Click and drag it to your clip, select the frame 4, select multiply. In this case, you can see that when you multiply your frame over the video, some details of the video show in this area. And how to get rid of this detail showing is, so there are two ways of doing this. First of all, we can select our footage and move the position to the right, and we get it out of there. But if we don't want to do that, if our footage has details on the right that we don't want to get rid of, then we can as well crop the video or scale the video down so it fits in this frame. We duplicate our video by holding Alt on the keyboard or Option, click and drag it down to the timeline. Then you select the top video and you position it to this frame above. Then you select the second video and then you position it below. To group these videos so one effect can affect all of them, what you do is you select the 3 videos, right click and select nest. Now all of the videos are in one nested sequence. And for example, if you want to put a preset on them, you can select one cinematic preset, and you see that it affects the 3 of the videos. So this style of grouping is the same that you use for frame 5, which looks like this. So for frame 6, what you do is you just click and drag the frame on top of the layer, you hit multiply, and there you have it. So I added this green screen box to the package to make the box here more pronounced, and what you do there is you drag it under the frame 6 frame, and then you use the ultra key settings, select green, and then move this box, position it right above the box on this frame, and there you have it. For frame 7, you drag the frame above you select frame 7 and you select color dodge, and then for you to get this red on the right side of the footage to look more realistic, you can select the crop tool, drag it onto your footage, and on the right side you hit 2. It makes the red on the right side more pronounced. Something you can add as well is you can feather the crop so it's more subtle and it looks more realistic. Let's say about 15 points is fine enough. You can also go ahead and add the flicker footage by dragging it and dropping it under the frame. You scale it to size, and what I would like to do here is to nest the flicker footage so it crops it around this frame. Set the blend mode to color dodge and reduce the opacity to 30%. Then I can go to my clip, select the crop command and hit Command C on my keyboard and copy the command, and click on the nested flicker footage and hit Command V. That way the crop has been added to the nested sequence as well, so it doesn't interfere with the red on the right side. And then one more thing to make this clip look more retro, I'll add the Lumetri preset, the Fuji Eterna 250D, that gives it that vintage look. So I've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you very much for supporting and purchasing my overlay pack. I hope you have fun with it and I hope you get creative, and please feel free to send me whatever you make. Good luck and bye for now.